off a bit. There's actually more people coming out now than going in, so it's much easier than it has been. And within a short amount of time, maybe 30, 40 minutes, you're back and heading into the flagon.
Donan! Friend of yours! Or grandson's friend. Friend's grandson.
He kind of looks up from the bar and looks over and goes,
5 drinks, please.
What do you mean a friend of mine? I don't know this guy.
More of someone that you adventured with's grandson. You know, because you're so old.
Great grandson.
Great. He kind of looks at you. Let me just make a... He kind of sits back, and it takes him a minute.
Keegan's just sort of smiling as it's happening.
It kind of takes him a minute of looking at you, and he goes, "Wait a minute. No. Stoneheart?
That's right.
Okay, how the fuck did he know that?
That's... Zimni still owes me 200 gold.
Oh. He always was a filter.
Never paid me for that last job in the Underdark.
Just like him.
How is the old man anyway?
Oh, dead.
Should have known. I don't suppose you've come to repay his debt, have you?
I can give you 200 if you want.
Donan, perhaps it was such a long time ago. Perhaps you could just forget about the whole thing. He is our new friend.
Yeah, and considering we know that you're like 30, so let's not.
If your tavern was to ever become in danger again, I'm sure Keegan would be glad to help.
Oh yes, absolutely. The legendary Durgan. I've heard so much about you, man. It's fantastic. Durnan, not Durgan. Sorry.
It's not Tyler.
Yes.
That would be a whole other thing. He kind of looks at me and he says, "So you're hanging around with this lot now?"
Well, I just met them. But they seem alright, I suppose.
Alright, well, sit down, I'll get your drinks.
Alright.
He's such...
And yeah, a couple minutes later, he does send out drinks. He doesn't ask any of you what you want. The rest of you all get your usuals. And without even really asking, he just sends Keegan out a... he actually sends out what appears to be a first-age dwarven ale in a stone tankard.
Alright. And he takes a swig.
It's very good stuff.
Oh, yes.
I mean, like, you haven't had any ale this good since you left the mountain.
Oh, if there's one thing I miss about the mountain, it's the alcohol.
You know it's bad for your liver.
Yes, and so is everything else.
So what
Sit
brought
there and
you
enjoy
to
your
Titan?
milk.
It's water, right? It's good for you. Mmm.
So is kale. No one's eating that shit.
You got me there. Keegan, what brought you to Titan?
Well, I didn't really get along with my family very well. Figured I'd take a change of pace. As soon as the doors opened, I ran. I just left everything behind. Between my ex-wife asking for alimony and all of the little tykes running around, all my cousins, friends, and it was too much. I had to get a breather.
For 20 years.
I'm still getting a breather.
Right. And why Titan?
Because people actually buy magic here. Because, it's legal. If I were to walk into any other city besides maybe Bronze, but Bronze, they don't like you either. A lot worse than Titan. They will probably have me quartered because I have a shit ton of magic items.
So besides crafting stuff, what do you do in life in general?
What do
You are
you mean?
so good at asking questions.
Yeah.
I
You
think
mean
what our
do
eloquent
I
friend
fight? Of course I
Yes.
fight.
You have many battle scars, my friend, and I see a very vicious wound there across your back there. That must have been painful.
Yeah, I wasn't looking at the wound. I got
Oh
distracted.
yes, Umberhawk.
Ooh.
Nasty stuff.
I wouldn't call her that.
Yes. The damn
That was actually funny. Good job.
I'm sorry, I don't understand. What are you guys talking about?
Jesus
Oh.
Christ, take your heroin and be happy.
heroin.
I'm so confused.
It's super medicine. I'm just calling it heroin from now on.
You don't know what that is.
Heroin.
No, you need to figure out Elven heroin equivalent.
Opium.
Yeah, there we go.
It's powdered elf dust that
Yes.
you inject into your vein.
That sounds like I made it out of an elf. Like
Yeah,
take
exactly.
bones.
Gives you,
That's
gives you
what I
that
was
magical
saying.
hit.
Literally made it out of the bones of elves, just like snorting some elf bones.
What the shit?
Anyway,
Your character, out of character, his physical body, like, he doesn't have arms, right? He's got those, like, gauntlets or something? Didn't
How
you
do
say he doesn't have arms?
he has arms.
Oh, okay.
Did you mean that he didn't have a hand? One hand?
Yeah.
Well, the picture originally didn't have a left hand, but since that's cropped out now, it's fine.
Oh, you just have a hand?
Well, I couldn't be like, hey Casey, can I have a fucking mechanical hand? That would be a little bit too much, considering all the other stuff I asked for.
Yeah.
It seems like it would have said yeah, though. No, I'm just kidding. It's fine. But no, I was just wondering.
But no,
Yeah.
he does have a shit ton of scars. He has a shit ton of tattoos. He is wearing a sleeveless, like, sort of tunic-looking thing.
Is that boy on your arm there the quite small bearded man dwarf? What is that? Is it your son?
He sort of maliciously grins at you and sneers, and he says, "That was my lost love.
Your son.
Do you not? No, not my son, you idiot. Do you see the tits on this broad?
I was wondering.
Do you see? Do you see
I
a
also-
dick and balls right here? No.
but
It's a matter of
that is a
perspective,
minge.
really. I mean,
Makes you
Genuine
squint really
dwarven
hard.
minge.
ugh. Jesus. Not Jesus,
God.
whatever.
Corellin.
Gods help us. Corellin, yeah, Corellin.
Corellin help us. Krell like, nah, you're on your own.
Yeah,
He says, "Oh, my apologies. The definitions of your muscles and whatnot, I couldn't tell."
She was the most
You-
beautiful woman I've ever met.
Hating with each other.
Aiden just takes a drink of water. Fuck this shit. Fuck this
Mustache
conversation.
always tickled me when we made out.
All right. So about that metal and the
Our
weather,
push was a lot longer than this.
and it's been windy, and I think there will be rain tomorrow.
Last time I saw her, her tits
Help me,
fell out
Sai.
the floor.
Sai,
Yeah?
you like your new sword?
Oh no, I want this conversation to continue. You think I'm going to switch it to a sword? I do love my sword, by the way, Keegan. I'm just like, this is too amusing.
I'm glad. Anything else you want? I'll make it.
Actually, we're trying to find. We're trying to round out our numbers. We previously had a crew of, 6 people, and we are down a few.
Who's the 6th person?
The goblin.
It's true.
Where's Kier?
We include people here.
What happened to Kier?
Who?
Who?
Wasn't that his name? Kier?
Three.
Zephyr?
Three.
No.
Oh, Kier, as in the
Kier. Yeah.
commoner.
The farmer, yeah, with the pig.
As
Whatever
far,
happened to him?
as far as
Still
you
around.
know, you haven't checked in with him since you got back from the underground. But when you left, he was working in Durnan's stables.
We need to check in on him because we need to recruit Lord Heimak because that's a badass pig.
Yeah, but want to get the
We need to
pig.
get that. We need to get that pig some levels and fighter, man.
Yeah, I'm gonna ride that thing into battle.
It's a war pig.
It's a war pig. Yes.
I need to do some magical experimentations, make him like a giant boar.
No. It needs to be like one of those spores out of the Hobbit, and you can ride
Yeah,
it.
that's what I'm saying.
I do ask Durnan though where Kier is or how Kier has been.
He's been doing fine. He's been working the stables. That pig of his, has pretty much made the place his home. So he figured he'd take care of the place for me while the pig was out there anyway.
Oh, wait, Kier sleeps out in the stables?
No, the pig sleeps in the stables.
Ah, okay. Just making sure he wasn't being
Fucking
unhealthy.
hells.
It's like Kier should be sleeping out in the
Keegan
stable.
He smells. Keegan just sort of shakes his head. Takes another swig.
About that, I actually received a letter from Zephyr earlier today, and I think he has left us.
Oh, that reminds me. And I pull out the letter and give it to the group one.
Oh, everyone got a letter.
Yes.
Ah.
So this is more of a group letter.
Does
So, Aiden.
Zephyr mean like air?
He was an old
What's that?
companion of ours.
Oh,
Well, young companion.
Young. Yes, very young. It seems... to Aiden just stops as he's like reading this.
He reads like, shit, we are now complicit in a crime, and kind of looks at Keegan like, oh.
Keegan leans over and reads it too.
And he's like, oh, maybe not. Okay.
Okay, letters in the bag, guys. Letters in the bag. He pulls out his bag quickly. We're never going to speak of these again.
When he says,
Mm.
you see, justice is a
Frontier justice. Don't worry.
No,
Don't worry,
no.
my friend.
I think you're
I
misunderstanding.
know this very well. I'm going to be
We would
doing a
never.
little bit of justice for that shopkeeper in a bit.
Maybe it's not. Maybe it's wise to
He
not
winks at you.
advertise your plans of attacking an innocent man to one of the city guards, basically.
He's not the city guard.
It's a source.
Oh, I know he's not a city guard, but he's a paladin.
Yeah.
I suppose off duty.
You
right?
said I'm going to attack him.
Let's not say anything. And I was very busy with my cup right here.
None of my business. Anyway.
Refreshing.
So you're looking for, another adventurer with you, then? Your little party. What are you all
Yeah.
called? Do you have a name?
I think so. I screamed it once at a battlefield. I don't know if it catched on.
To be
though.
fair, half our group is gone. We should really get a new name, but
We're
that's
not calling ourselves the children of Olyndar. Oi, Aiden, we have talked about this.
Olyndar's offspring, you uncivilized twit.
And even still,
Keegan, help us settle this. He wants
No.
to call us the offspring of something. I want us to be called the vigilant.
I like that. The vigilant. Whoever made that is a smart person.
Olyndar's rejects.
Yeah.
that's much more fitting.
I thought we went with bad company.
No, bad
was
company.
that was
are the
already
Rangers.
taken.
That's the
She
Rangers.
wanted to be Bad Company, and I was like,
Yeah.
oh, there's already a group called Bad Company. Why can't there be two?
Oh.
Because then we would be confused for the other rangers who are criminals.
Yeah, we're like, what are your group called? ISIS. What? Wait, what?
No, not
Oh.
that.
Guys, we're not those ISIS. We're the different ISIS.
Yeah, the
intelligent,
International
secure-
Spy
yeah,
Agency.
exactly.
Yeah.
Like,
I hated that they had to get rid of that.
well, they had the same problem. It's like,
Yeah, I
oh,
know.
Can't make this work.
Anyway, our focus really. Have you been drinking too much, Keegan? You seem to be quite the successful craftsman. I can't imagine you just want to give all that up for a life of adventuring.
Is there money in it?
Yes.
In
Count me in.
adventuring. I mean, it depends on the job. Sometimes.
Honestly, I've been kind of bored lately. I could do with cracking some skulls and I can give you some discounts too if you want. Make you guys some equipment. Fuck that paladin shit. I've seen that sword of the order. Come on.
My blade against your blade, mine wins every day. Because, you know why? It swings with justice in its handle. And it fires with passion.
When I reach into my bag of holding and pull out the broken paladin blade. On the floor.
That's actually mine.
Ah, that's
Oh shit,
great.
that's right. I actually never checked that one.
No, you
I'm
didn't.
gonna check that. Oh, I'm gonna check the handle. Like, oh, I forgot about that. Thanks.
You have a craftsman here who could fix the blade, if you wanted.
Unauthorized personnel are not allowed to touch paladin equipment. They need to first. They need to send in the pamphlet 44.3a, and that will make it so that you might be able to acquire the formality to actually even visit the shop. But you need to wear blindfold. It's only to talk to the people there and hear the workshop. Then there's a different blanket form. Shit, I can't speak today.
A blanket.
I look
form.
over at Aiden.
Blanket.
Let us go.
That's Swedish. Sorry.
Keegan, if you don't mind me asking, if you're so willing to crack a few skulls, we would like to have you along. You seem highly capable and well traveled. I mean, you mentioned Bronze a little while ago. I haven't been there, certainly. Not in 20 years.
Right.
We would like to have you along.
Well, you've never been to Bronze.
I know.
Yeah.
What I'm saying, what he was trying to say is, he hasn't been that far in 20 years.
Well, I'd be willing to go along with you all. You seem
course,
alright. You're
we'd
friends with
split.
Durnan, so...
We'd split it evenly, of course.
Yeah, of course. Fair word of warning, though. Fuck, how do you even say this? People with red skin, horns, fire, brimstone.
Demons?
Yeah, those. So there's a risk that we might be fighting some of those.
That's badass.
I know. See, the catch-22 of this, doing something badass would give you a story, but it's a bit of the download too, so you can't really brag about it also, which is one of the drawbacks.
I can't brag about killing demons?
Well, I mean, sure we can. If it's, I haven't found the form for that yet.
I don't believe most people believe in demons yet, so shouting that you killed a demon would probably...
They really should, because demons are fucking
As this
terrible.
conversation is going on, Durnan walks over with a second round of drinks and goes, you're really not helping my business shouting about demons in the middle of the bar.
Sorry.
I'm a demon at poker. That's what
Yes.
we're talking about.
Wow.
Anyway,
Board games.
speaking of...
Saved it.
There haven't been any new attacks, but people are going missing. I don't know if you guys have heard this rumor.
Yeah, I tried to investigate it. There was a person who fit the description, so to speak. But apparently he was just a kid that was born that way. I didn't know people could be born that way. I thought that was a deal that you made. What happens if your parents do a deal?
You're born that way.
Seems like we shouldn't have left them with the parents in that case.
I didn't know about him. It would have been nice for you to update us.
Well, I just got a file, so I haven't had the time to investigate it. And he's no longer in the city, so...
Where is he?
He's heading towards Thebes, to the east. And I'm sure we could catch up to him if we wanted to, if there are questions that we would like to ask. But I do not think he's our man, or that he knows...
Why Thebes?
Because he lives there.
Ah, okay.
And
How the fuck did he get to Titan?
His father is a merchant, and they traveled here by horse cart. And he decided to lift some coin from an unsuspecting person that was suspecting while they were here.
Okay. Just asking.
But yeah, I do agree we should investigate these disappearances further.
Anyway,
Where do we begin?
there are marks left behind by these individuals who go missing, or, well, nearby. Marks of Prometheus, he says quietly.
Prometheus. Yeah. Do you know anything about demons or cults, Keegan? Like I'm thinking, you lived deep down the mountain. That's closer to the demons, and maybe
Because
more-
they come from the abyss. Is that
Yeah.
what you're saying?
yeah, like far down, like the deepest
shakes
pits
his
of
head.
hell.
No, that is. Devils come from hell. Demons come from the abyss.
Yeah.
And they're
The abyss is-
neither of them are beneath the earth.
Just think of it as a
Beneath
different
Olyndar.
planet.
Beneath Olyndar.
No, Orokus. Just think of these places as different planets. Okay?
There's a hell planet.
Yes.
So demons are aliens.
No, it's much
Fucking
simpler
knew it.
for you to understand in the Third Age. Like,
No, I'm
No.
thinking of what conclusion
Yeah,
Roach
yeah,
would
no,
jump
yeah.
to.
Roach is
Oh.
like he just has a flashback from the kid when he watched Aliens, like with the. He's like, so much sense. It's not called Aliens here. It's called. Help me, Jamie.
foreigners.
Foreigners. No.
Oh shit! I'm
Wow.
adding that to the list.
Yeah, the foreigners. We weren't a very PC culture here in Titan until very recently.
The second age got a bit rough.
Yeah.
Who exactly has been stolen or kidnapped? Ropes.
I look at I look in the file that I got.
That file has nothing to do with anyone being kidnapped.
Oh shit! Well, it seems that
That file is the file about a 15-year-old boy that got arrested for picking someone's.
no. He said he gave me the file for that he had regarding the case.
Yes, the case
Did
was
he-
the boy got arrested for picking a guy's pocket. They figured out that he was basically a poor kid down on his luck. They got the money back. They fined his parents, and he was released. That was the entire case that he was investigating
Oh,
there.
I thought he gave me the big
Oh,
one. Okay,
no,
cool.
that was the case that he was investigating. That he gave you the
Well,
file
that's-
on.
Well, that's just bullshit. I thought
That
he was.
was the
being more
file he
fucked up.
thought you were asking about.
Okay, out of character, dude. Don't you have like a computer and a database? You don't really need to call people, do you?
I do, where I need to go to the thing, and like I don't
Like,
have
you can't just pull out your cop laptop and be like, oh, here's the fucking file.
searching.
Yeah.
I mean, it's not like today age technology. It's more like
The thing that you have to remember with this, Seeker, is that in a lot of cases what's going on here is that he might not actually be looking in the Paladin's database, but he may actually need to get someone at Paladin HQ who has a link into the Titan's Guard database to get the information.
Because it's Titan Guard citizens that are disappearing.
Correct.
yeah.
Or Titan.
Yeah,
Okay.
that's the whole thing, is that a lot of this the Paladins, while they are a peacekeeping force, are not a police force.
They're mercenaries, basically.
Yes.
Yeah.
They do serve the city, but they are not officially designated by the city as
Back.
anything.
If I were to make a call, should
What,
we?
Doc?
He
He's
said be
back.
right back.
Oh, sorry.
Oh. If I were to make a call, should we RP it out, or should I make a bureaucracy roll and see if I can get some useful information out of it?
Because I'm just trying to
I'll
figure out
allow
who's been
a
kidnapped.
persuasion roll if you want to try to get someone to give you the information you want.
Yeah, so I'll go off in the designated phone call.
I'll allow
Whatever.
persuasion or investigation.
Persuasion it is, and I'll see if I can find some information regarding the disappearances, and if there are, like, I also want to know the locations and if there are any witnesses or people of interest that I can either talk to or investigate, and also be assigned, if possible, with the role. Also, if I could be assigned to the case, so I have some authority if a Titan's Guard were to ask me about this.
Okay, give me a roll. The higher you get,
Nice!
I'm the lead investigator. I'll take the case. Fuck off, Blakes.
Okay, so what you find out is that since the incident with the Promethean cult at the Paladin's garrison, 14 people have disappeared.
Okay.
In each instance, there were no witnesses. The person basically just went out of the city on some kind of a journey, never came back, and after a few days, when someone has finally realized, actually, they should have been back by now, and someone has gone looking for them somewhere along the route that they should have been traveling on, there's been a marker left along the side of the road.
Like
The symbol
So
into
they're
the
not-
ground,
they're not
or
in-
burnt
they're-
into the ground, yes.
They're not in the city. They're targeting people who are leaving the city and going out into the road.
Correct.
Okay, that's a big piece of... Because I thought these people were, like, in the city doing this shit.
No, they're all citizens of Titan,
Yeah.
which is why it's all been reported, but this is all people who have left the city and not come back.
I see we lay a trap.
At the moment, it's not being investigated as a single case, because basically each individual instance, the only thing that links them is this symbol appearing. So there's not a single investigation being run, aside from the fact that obviously they are aware that there's cult activity in the area.
in that case, I want to be assigned as head paladin to spearhead this disappearance investigation.
Okay. I mean, you can certainly get a bit of authority to investigate it. It won't come with much in the way of personnel at the moment.
No, but more of...
Just as a reminder, when you use that level of authority, it's basically like the FBI coming in and saying, we're taking this case over.
Yeah.
And that pisses a lot of people off. Just so you know, in Titan's Guard.
I don't give a fuck.
Well,
I'm a paladin. I have a
Right,
power
but
armor.
when you need
Shit, I don't
information-
have a power armor.
when you need information from them from the future,
Yeah,
just letting you know.
I know. I'll... because last time just wanted to go down some fucking tunnels, and they said, "Oh, sorry, Titan guards only." And I said, "But I'm a paladin," and they said, "Yeah, but we're Titan guard."
Well,
So-
they were exterminating everyone in that tunnel.
Yeah.
Sure,
Like, any
sure,
sign of movement, they obliterated.
sure.
I'll be back
I-
in 1 minute, guys. I'll be right back.
I just don't want to get any red tape whenever we do investigate this.
I want to know, is this consistent? Like, is every single person that goes out this route getting tagged? If it is, I would like to set a trap.
Yeah.
I mean,
Sai, you seem like a person who would totally be into cults and stuff.
Fuck is that supposed to mean?
You have tattoos?
So that means I'm in a cult.
No. But
Is there
you
any
could
more
be
assumptions you'd like to make today?
I don't know. I should quit while I'm ahead.
You really should. No, I'm
Or-
not in a fucking
Or
cult.
cut my losses.
Doc, are you back?
If I am in a cult, this is it.
I was more thinking along the... That's true. I was more thinking along the lines of... if we were to have bait, you would be good bait. That's a compliment.
Well, no, dude, we have Keegan right here. He was seen coming into the city, and then he has a cart, a big old cart that we could all hide in.
Yeah, but if... how do I put this? If I were a cowardly cultist looking to...
They're not cowardly because they're leaving behind marks.
Yeah, but after the fact.
Yeah, it'd be insane to do that. So they're not cowardly. They're up to something specific. I think they're trying. You want me to overthink this a little? I think they're trying to lure us out specifically, because we haven't been outside the city in a while, and if they just keep kidnapping people, eventually heroes are gonna have to come out and deal with it. So I think this is a trap for us specifically.
I think you're overestimating our reputation.
Yeah, I think you're
True,
overthinking this.
but we also allowed the demon princess to exist in the first place, so...
Oh, right, Keegan, there's a
our
demon
bad.
princess. She's made of fire.
Oh, right, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. By
Okay,
the
so-
way,
Yeah, no, Keeg,
Doc,
are
you
you
there?
taking notes?
Doc, you there?
Oops, not
He's not
No,
taking
he's-
notes.
no, he's missing all of this.
He's missing out.
How consistent were the kidnappings between the
Yeah.
time span?
Not well. I mean,
Did every person who went on this route get
No.
kidnapped consistently?
no.
Okay.
Do we know if it's
a lot of people travel this route. The consistent thing is that all of these were people that were traveling alone.
Sorry, is this east or
This
South?
is people heading south.
Okay? Well, in that case, I agree with you.
One thing that is consistent is that
Mhm.
all of these disappearances were south of Gilcrest.
I would agree with you that we should have a bait, but even like there's magic involved, so could they
There's
not just open
always-
up a hole in the ground and swallow them whole, and then it's they're gone?
Rokus, you can just put a bullet in your brain, in someone's brain. You're worried about magic killing you?
No, it's not about killing, but if we were to use bait and they can just teleport someone away from a location, then we can't catch them.
very unlikely that they're teleported. They're probably just bashing them over the head, like people do when you
Are
kidnap.
there photographs from the like markings?
Yes.
See, what I'm looking at, are they basically like the markings like in Marvel Thor when the rainbow thing goes down?
Looking at them, if you were to describe kind of how it was made, it looks kind of like the marking that you would get on the ground if you took, for example, like a red hot poker or something, and
Okay.
roughly drew a symbol by hand.
Okay.
Or like a branding iron or something.
They're not consistent enough to be a brand. Each
Oh,
one
okay.
is different. Like they've been
Oh,
drawn by
so
it's all the same symbol, but it's not uniform enough to be a brand. It's like it's been hand drawn.
Okay.
You can,
Doc.
you can tell that it's not always exactly the same.
Mm-hmm.
He asks Keegan if you would be up for bashing some cultist skulls.
Keegan says, "Hell yeah."
Good. Well, I don't know if you're aware of this, but there's a rumor that people are being kidnapped, but it's not a rumor, it's true. I say that we pretend to be a lone traveler in an attempt to trigger this kidnapping of theirs. We're more than capable of handling ourselves.
Yeah. And I'm suggesting Sai as a bait. Because she can disappear from
I'm
one location
Not
and
suggesting
appear.
Zaya as a bait.
I mean,
Mhm.
our Keegan, our friend here.
Can you teleport?
No.
Why?
Yes, you can. Hang on.
Okay.
Out of
I can
character.
teleport.
Hang on, out of character. Sai has missed a step.
Oh, teleport.
Yeah.
That's not really teleporting. True.
No,
okay,
I know.
fine.
But what's the fucking difference for Roach if you teleport 30 feet or 1,000 feet or 1 mile? It's all teleportation.
Fair cop.
And- And if we're, I mean, no offense here, but if I were to go try to kidnap someone, I would go after her and not after a big dwarf with scary tattoos and battle scars and a big gun blade.
I'll do it.
Sure.
I look weak enough. I mean, I would look like a traveling wizard.
Sure. And considering that the last, the girl who got kidnapped when Cyrilia, she was also an elf, so maybe they have a preference or something like that.
Unlikely.
But don't they know about you? Won't they recognize you when they see you?
I was just about to say, you guys are forgetting a big thing that happened.
Yeah.
I mean, I did bring up that is a potential thing that they're doing. They're trying to get us. They could be trying to get us out, but that's overthinking, as other people pointed out. But what I wanted to know with consistency is, like, has it happened within the last couple of days?
The most recent one was yesterday.
Yeah, so it could happen again, just as easily. Bunch of people coming out. One person goes off to the side, maybe. And then you guys are in the caravan.
Well, just to point out the information that you are aware of, this was not like a person who was part of a caravan who went off on their own. This was like one person in a wagon setting off.
Yeah, I understand, but I mean, like, pulling the caravan to the side, and then, because that would definitely be a tempting target, a sitting duck. Probably. I'm just guessing.
Yeah, I think we need to gather do some real investigation, and
we've investigated as much as I think we're gonna kill them, right? I mean,
oh yeah, definitely. But we need to investigate things here in the city to make sure that we have all the clues and done all the things that all preparations need to be made for us to actually be able to face one of these things. Because last time we were 15 paladins and us, and we didn't take that thing down.
It's highly unlikely that it's the queen herself kidnapping people.
That's true, but considering that she could apparently just appear or disappear, I wouldn't.
So can I.
Well, I mean, I can't.
I mean, if you grab my hand, you can. Take my hand, I can show you a brand new world.
But I like Olyndar. I don't want. You can go to other worlds, not the hell world.
Let's just table that conversation for now. Keegan, have you ever killed some cultists before?
You know, as you do.
Yeah, as you do.
Keegan
Keegan
says,
says,
for me.
I mean, I've killed people before. Not
That's good enough for me.
not specifically cultists, but they were pretty bad people anyway.
Oh, well, fair enough, I suppose. Anyway, were you overhearing our conversation about potentially setting up a trap?
You were.
Good.
Keegan was at the table. Basically, they were discussing sending someone out as bait to get kidnapped by these people.
Well, not kidnap, but trigger their trap, and then we would be right. Like, basically hide in the in your caravan, or in, like, a big wagon or something, and then have one person leading it, and then, like, just be a target, basically, right? And set off their trap. Yeah. But they definitely wouldn't be expecting, like, 3 other people in the wagon.
Hopefully.
Right? So basically he explains that again to you and asks Keegan what you think.
I think you think that's the best way to kill these cultists, why not? But honestly, there's a lot of preparation that I need to be doing to make some stuff. I didn't know you guys wanted to go out and do this soon.
No, I have some preparations I need to do before I could head anywhere. My armor is still in the shop, and I believe that some of you also have some things to do.
I can gather some information from the Green Zone, but I highly doubt that any more information about Prometheus or its cult would benefit us regarding how effective it is to kill them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So.
Well, I'm sorry, but I'm gonna have to do a lot of preparation to make sure my contacts are well taken care of, and there's quite a few business that I have to deal with before we leave. Probably take a few weeks, probably a couple.
And I would take
like
some time. It will take some time for my armor also to get out of the shop. So,
I would like to remind you guys that the longer we wait in preparation, the more people get kidnapped. And who knows what's happening to them now.
But if we go unprepared, then we will just be part of that list of people.
I don't know why you undervalue yourself so.
Seeger, we're doing a time skip. Don't fight this.
I'm not. I'm just... Aiden is clearly pointing out that the longer we wait, the more people get kidnapped.
Yeah.
And we don't know what's happening to them.
That's true.
Well,
That's
perhaps
why
you and I could further the investigation some more.
Yeah.
If another kidnapping was to occur. When another kidnapping occurs at this point.
Can't you two spearhead that? You can talk to the humans, you can talk to the elves.
Racist bastard.
And do what?
Maybe find out. Sorry, did I find any people of... did they have any people of interest?
I mean, mainly the people that reported the incidents were family members.
Maybe you can check with the families if some of them have been talking to someone. Maybe maybe this just only seems random. Maybe they are actually contacting and talking to someone here in the city, or being sought out by someone here in the city, so they know when they are traveling south. Or maybe they actually go to meet
the last
someone.
time we
Is there...
met...
Oh, sorry.
Well, the last time there was a cultist and we met the mother, she had no idea.
That's true, but maybe...
She probably knew. In some way.
By her
she
reaction, I think she didn't.
But maybe this time we can figure out if there's some... Maybe there's a spy here in the city who supplies information for the cults. It wouldn't be it would make sense for the cults to have someone.
That's almost a guarantee, and likely that's a city official in some way, because that's the most efficient place to do it.
That doesn't mean they necessarily would know when people are moving south, or if the people moving south is a lone traveler or a caravan of guards. I would assume there's someone in, either some of the guards at the south gate, or someone who works nearby it. Someone who knows of the comings of goings.
Is there any consistency between the victims at all? Like, is there a racial tie? Are they all registered magical citizens?
You start looking through, and it's young and old, humans, elves, one dwarf. Not all of them magical in any kind of nature. The only real kind of tie-in is that they were all traveling alone.
And it seems to be pretty consistent in that factor. I mean, if you want to see someone who's traveling, you could just hide in the woods.
Yeah, but if they were to accidentally...
What are the names of some of these people? A magical one, like, most preferably. Basically, I'm just going to try to message one. Hopefully a name will be enough.
Whew.
Sai, go talk to the mother. This time she might be useful.
The elven mother?
No, not that mother, another mother.
Pretty sure she left. Aaron Greenleaf. Elf. Okay. I will attempt to message Aaron Greenweave.
I could
There's
just give
100
you the address. It's right here.
Well, yeah, we can talk to her family, but I'm trying to send a direct communication to the man himself, Aaron Greenweave.
You have to have met him for sending.
Is it?
No, it's just description, right? If you know
Yeah,
of
I
them.
thought it was just. I thought it just increased the chance of failure.
Yeah.
The mention of them.
To a
5%.
creature with which you are familiar.
Yeah, and if
So it doesn't
I
say
have a
you
name...
to have met them, but familiarity
Okay.
is questionable.
So are there pictures of him? Has the guy got a file?
There is a
that
picture
detailed?
of him, basically from when he registered as a citizen, which would have been for him 12 years ago.
Okay, I'll try. I mean, if it fails, it fails. You know, I might as well try. I attempt to send the message.
I still think you guys should go there and actually talk to her.
I'll do that.
Yeah.
What do I ask?
Well, weird, new people in her or his life, not like the one who got abducted. Maybe if they have started seeing someone, or if they are new workplace, weird notes. I don't know. Maybe they just were very
Something
open
out of
about
your
it in their
ordinary.
family. Yeah, maybe they were just screaming at the fire in the kitchen, saying, "Oh, I worship you," or something like that. I don't know how this cultist stuff works. Talking flames. I'm not sure that's a thing, but it seems like that would be a thing. So,
Talking flames.
yeah,
You want me to go ask the families of the abducted if they know
insinuate
anything
it.
about talking flames?
Insinuate it.
Okay.
I believe in you,
manage
Sai.
that. I believe in me as well.
Oh, you can actually make sure the person receives the message by focusing on the horn. That's interesting.
Well, yeah, 1 minute is a regular sending.
Oh, okay. So you can just shout into it and have a chance of getting it.
hmm
Oh. I'm getting a response back! Burn in hell!
Yeah, probably.
I mean, the last time I tried this with the daughter, she was converted and evil, so...
Yeah.
Hello, old boy. How are you? How's my old boy?
Ah, why did it put your last name on there all of a sudden?
Motherfucker!
Hmm?
What language does Aodin say that in the middle of the bar?
Elvin.
Could you swear in common?
No. I try to refrain from such vulgar words. Anyway, the daughter, the demon princess, she can intercept my messages.
Hmm.
Hmm.
Well, you should, in that case, stop doing that, because this means she now knows that we know about the missing people.
This means that
Of
she
course-
knows that we know that we know that
Yeah.
you know that we
Of
So-
course we know about the missing people. There's 14 of them.
Yeah, but she didn't necessarily know that we were still on that track.
She's not that dumb. Let's not assume she's dumb.
I don't know.
Let's assume she's smart, because even if
I'll be
she's
back
dumb,
in
then
1
you
minute.
don't lose.
1 minute, I'll be right back.
So at the very least, they will now. If they weren't before, they will now. They might now expect us. We should be careful when it comes to these kinds of magic things. And you'll let us know, right, if she starts talking to you in your head while you.
She's been able to do it to any one of us the entire time. As all magic
She hasn't been
users
talking
are.
to me. Have you? She been talking to you?
No.
Good. Insight check. 4. I believe you, Aiden. Earlier today, you told me you were my friend, and I believe in my friends. They would never lie. Not to my face.
Nope. No, he hasn't been talking to her.
Okay.
Okay.
So, Keegan.
Yep.
The woman in your tattoo.
Oh yes. What about her? She's fantastic.
She looks fantastic, but there could be the ripple of your muscles.
I'm back.
It's both.
What's both?
No, they're having a conversation.
The woman on my thing is fantastic. On my
Ah,
the tattoo of the woman.
got it.
You should
yeah.
you should have met her. She was a looker.
She was a
bet.
hooker? What?
Di- Keegan, do you have any scrying magic? Or any items that could scry?
Nope, but I can make one.
Sai, maybe you should let Aiden figure out this magic stuff, and you can go talk to the mother or father or